Shabbat Shalom, and welcome to the East Northport Jewish Center's 13th installment of our YouTube videos, pre-Shabbat videos. I'm your co-host, Rabbi Ian Silverman, along with my co-host, Cantor Walvick, who will be joining us very shortly with a beautiful rendition of Na Refa Na for the healing of those at this time of difficulty, a time of pandemic, and also Or Hadash, a special version of Or Hadash. We welcome Cantor Walvick.
Na Refa Na. God, please heal her, please. Moses' poignant prayer for his sister Miriam, and ours for all who suffer ailments of the body or spirit. Na Refa Na, 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 Rifa'inu Adonai v'nei Rafeh, heal us and we shall be healed. Physically, mentally, spiritually, personally, communally, or globally. Refuat nefesh, refuat aguf. Amen. Or Hadash al Zion Ta'ir v'nizkechu lanu meira leoro. Or Hadash al Zion Ta'ir v'nizkechu lanu meira leoro. Ihu levado ohel gevurot oseh hadashot ba'al milchamot zoreat tzedakot matzmiach yeshuot boreh refuot norat tehilot Adon haniflaot. Or Hadash al Zion Ta'ir v'nizkechu lanu meira leoro. Or Hadash al Zion Ta'ir v'nizkechu lanu meira leoro. Hamechadesh b'tuvo b'chol yom tamid maseh v'reshit ka'amor le'os
שעורים גדולים כי לעולם הסתור חדש על ציון תאיר ונזכחו לנו מהרה לאורו חדש על ציון תאיר ונזכחו לנו מהרה לאורו אור חדש על ציון תאיר כולנו מהרה לאורו.
A beautiful job with Or Hadash Chazan. And at this time I would like to introduce our Torah reading. The Torah section today in a nutshell. It's a rather large nutshell because it's quite an involved one, an eventful portion. The manner in which the menorah is to be prepared and kindled is reviewed. The Levitical families are consecrated in a special one-time rite of their ministry, and they're brought before the people and shaken by the Kohanim to begin their tasks of carrying the Mishkan and begin the journey of Sinai. The trumpets are given, the silver trumpets for the assembly and for the alerting of the people to journey and to engage in battle. Second Pesach Sheni is reviewed, a yearly way a month later in Iyar for those ritually defiled when Pesach actually comes around in Nisan, ritually defiled by being in contact at a funeral and things of that nature. Rabbi Akiva was of the opinion that it was the men who came to Moshe about this, who were the cousins of Nadav and Avihu, who dragged them out of the tabernacle when they were unfortunately killed at the time of bringing a strange fire before God. We have also Chovav mentioned in this parsha, a relative of Moshe by marriage, who decides to remain among the people. It might have been Jethro, it might have been his brother-in-law, we're not clear. And the ark is carried into the desert in the midst of the people. The cloud of providence lifting over the Aron Kodesh is a sign for the people to move, but it's descending upon the tabernacle and remaining there is a sign for them to remain encamped. The people, some say, influenced by a mixed multitude which accompanied them out of Egypt from the Exodus, begin to mutter and criticize and complain against God and Moses, leading to Moshe questioning his strength to endure them. God grants him 70 elders, once again, to help with the leadership, to distribute the responsibilities. Apparently there were 70 elders before that had become disqualified. And God descends at this time when they stand before the tabernacle and distributes some of Moses' prophetic energy to the 70 elders so that they can become wise and somehow prophetic and useful leaders. Eldad and Medad are two leaders that are greatly affected by this and prophesy for a long time. Nonetheless, God singles out Moshe for special prophetic powers. For the grumbling Israelites and mixed multitudes who want meat and other delicacies, God provides quail. But the people so gorge themselves, says the Torah, that they die of surfeit. At the end of the Sedra, Aaron and Miriam are critical of Moses and claim that they too are prophets. And doesn't God also talk to us? We're not sure of exactly the content of the criticism, but God rebukes Aaron, and Miriam is stricken with leprosy, a kind of temporary leprosy. and Aaron pleads with Moshe to pray to God to help heal her. Such are the events of our Parsha, and we're delighted at this time. We'll be reading from the Parsha beginning in chapter 8 from the book of Numbers, and we're delighted that Nathaniel, brother of Eli, and Jason, Eli's father, will be helping with the Torah reading at the beginning. We now begin with that reading with the blessing, Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu la'asok b'divrei Torah.
Amen. V'daber Adonai al Moshe lemor, daber el Haron, v'amartai la, Beha'alotcha et hanarot, el mulfanei hamnorah, v'arushavat hamnorot, v'askein acharon, el mulfanei hamnorah, hela neroteha, kasher tziva Adonai el Moshe lemor, v'zeh Moshe hamnorah, miksha zahav, ad yircha, ad fircha, mikshahi, kakara asher havra Adonai et Moshe, kinasho et hamnorah.
V'yedaber Adonai al Moshe lemor, kach el Leviim mitok bnei Israel, v'tiharta otam, v'kota aseh lahem, v'taharam, hazeh lehem echatat, v'eviru ta'ar, al kol b'saram, v'kitsu b'gdehem, v'hiteharu, v'lako pa'ar ben bakar, umin chato, solet belulav hashamen, ufar sheni ben bakar, tikach lakatat, v'hikrafta et halaviim, lifnei ohel moed, v'hi halta et kol adat b'nei Israel.
והקרבת את הלוויים לפני אדוני ושמחו בני ישראל את ידיהם על הלוויים והניף אהרון את הלוויים תנופה לפני אדוני מאת בני ישראל והיו לעבוד את עבודת אדוני והלוויים ישמחו את ידיהם על ראש הפרים מעשה את האחד חטאת ואת האחד עולה לאדוני לכפר על הלוויים ועמדת את הלוויים לפני אהרון לפני בניו והנפת אותם תנופה לאדוני והבדלת את הלוויים מתוך בני ישראל והיו לי הלוויים אחרי כן יבואו הלוויים לעבוד את האוהל מועד ותיארת אותם והנפת אותם תנופה כי נתונים הם עלים מתוך בני ישראל תחת פטרת כל רחם בכל קול מבני ישראל לקחתי אותם לי כי לי כל בכור מבני ישראל באדם ובבהמה ביום הכותי כל בכור בארץ מצרים הקדשתי אותם לי וקח את הלוויים תחת בכור בבני ישראל ותנה את הלוויים נתונים לאהרון ולבניו מתוך בני ישראל לעבוד את עבודת בני ישראל באוהל מועד לכפר על בני ישראל ולא יהיה בבני ישראל נגף בקשת בני ישראל את הקודש ויעש משה ואהרון וכל הדת בני ישראל להלוויים ככל שציווה אדוני את משה להלוויים כן עשו להם בני ישראל והתחטאו הלוויים ויכבסו בגדיהם וינף אהרון אותם תנופה לפני אדוני ויכפר עליהם אהרון את הרם ואחרי כן באו הלווים לעבוד את עבודתם ביום המועד לפני אהרון לפני בניו, כאשר ציווה אדוני את משה על הלווים כן עשו להם. וידבר אדוני אל משה לאמור, זאת אשר ללווים מבין 15 שנה ומעלה יבוא לצפות צבא בעבודת אוהל מועד, ומבין 50 שנה ישוב מצבא העבודה ולא יעבוד עוד, ושירת את אחיו באוהל מועד לשמור משמרת ועבודה לא יעבוד. ככה תעשה ללווים במשמרותם. וידבר אדוני אל משה במדבר בשנה השנית לצאתם מארץ מצרים בחודש הראשון לאמור. ויעשו בני ישראל את הפסח במועדו ב14 יום בחודש הזה בין 40 תעשו אותו במועדו, ככל חוקותיו וכל משפטיו תעשו אותו. וידבר משה אל בני ישראל לעשות הפסח, ויעשו את הפסח בראשון ב14 יום לחודש בין 40 במדבר סיני, ככל אשר ציווה אדוני את משה כן עשו בני ישראל. ויהי אנשים אשר היו טמאים לנפש אדם ולא יכלו לעשות הפסח ביום ההוא, ויקרבו לפני משה ולפני אהרון ביום ההוא, ויאמרו אנשים המה אליו, אנחנו טמאים לנפש אדם, למה ניגרע לבלתי הקריב את קורבן אדוני במועדו בתוך בני ישראל. ויאמר עליהם משה, עמדו ושמע מה יצווה אדוני לכם.
לא ישיבו ממנו עד בוקר, בעצם לא ישבו, ככל חוקת הפסח יעשו אותו. והאיש אשר הוא טהור ובדרך לא היה וחדל לעשות הפסח, ונכרתה הנפש ההיא מעמך, כי קרבן אדוני לא הקריב במועדו. התו יישא האיש ההוא וכי יגריתהם גר, ואסף פסח לאדוני כחוקת הפסח, וכמשפטו כן יעשה. חוקך יהיה לכם ולגר ולאזרח הארץ.
Yesh Koach Jason, Nathaniel, Rabbi, Eli, excellent Torah reading. The Haftara for Beha'alotcha is taken from the prophet of Zechariah. And it mirrors the situation we are in right now. Zechariah opens from the reign of King Darius, who has defeated the Babylonians and has told the Jews they can go back, they can rebuild, they can reopen. And the Israelites slowly begin to do so, but it's not a switch that's simply turned on and off. It's not like the edict is made and Israel pops up into existence again. This is a slow process. It is marked with setbacks. It is marked with confusion. It's marked with a lot of people who are not ready to go back to life as it were. In fact, there's a very thriving Jewish population in the former Babylonian lands for centuries. It's important to note that as we begin the transition back into live in-person services, things are not going to look exactly as they were before. Much like the Second Temple did not completely look exactly like the First Temple. The services were perhaps different. We talked about how Ezekiel a few weeks ago described a very different temple sacrifice system than is described in the Torah itself. And if Baruch Hashem, you come into this building and we're still under the norms of social distancing, you're going to be sitting, I think the guidelines right now are 12 feet away from other people. And for many people that may seem isolating, especially if you're going to be sitting in the ballroom where you're very far away from the action, as it were, up here on the bima. Unless you're Gene Winters, in which case I'm sure you're going to enjoy being all the way in the corner. But for the rest of us, it will be a challenge as to how we can maintain that sense of cohesiveness, of community, when we are socially distant from another. When we are physically separated, how do we maintain that emotional bond to one another? I wish I had the answer. I wish I could tell you that it's going to be just exactly as it was. And maybe it's okay that it's different. And maybe it's okay that it's strange. Because that's what happens in this Haftara. The prophet Zechariah is granted a vision with the angel of God, and he sees the priest Joshua, and they talk again about the Zerubbabel, who's going to be the civil leader of the people, and that sort of dichotomy. There are going to be different branches of this new menorah, if you will, and that's the connection back to the Torah reading, which started with the menorah, and so there's a menorah in this text as well. But the angel says to Zechariah, "Ma ata ro'eh?" What do you see? And Zechariah says, "I see X, Y, and Z. I see the menorah, and it's made out of gold, and there's a bowl here, and there's lamps, blah, 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 blah." And then I say, Zechariah says, "What do these things mean?" What does it mean? What am I seeing with my own eyes? So the angel says, "Vaya'am hamalach hadover bi, vayomer elai halo yadata, mahim aleh, vayomer lo adoni." So the angel says, "Do you not know what this means?" And Zechariah says, "No, I don't." I don't know what this means for us as a community. When we're just sort of getting used to being together on Zoom, where our physical distance is strained by a latency of the computers, though we can see each other's faces, and I think that's a very different experience than we had when we were all nice close together in the chapel. But we're going to see this change, whatever it means, and we're not going to know what it is. We're not going to know how we're going to feel where the entire sanctuary is filled with 20 people. 15. I have to say, when I first came here, that was my greatest worry about this this sanctuary that we're in is how can we do services when there are so few people in it that it will seem empty, it'll seem that we can't have a community. And yet that is our challenge. That will be our challenge, to work hard to not make this very strange experience seem empty. But there are some words of hope. The end of the Haftara, the angel says as follows: Zeh devar Adonai el Zerubbabel lemor, lo v'chayav v'lo v'koach, ki imbruchi amar Adonai tzavaot. Mi'ata har hagadol lifnei Zerubbabel l'mishor, v'hotzi et ha'even harosha teshuot chen chen la. It's not by might and not by power, but my spirit, said the Lord of hosts. It's not going to be through our strength of voice that will fill this room. It will not be our physical presence that alone fills this sanctuary with a sense of kahal, a sense of community, but only through our spirits, only through connecting with the Spirit of God will we be able to fill this huge room with Ruach Elohim, with the presence of God. And with that, I will call upon Eli Till, who will now recite the Haftara. Eli, take it away.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bahar bin bi'im tovim, v'ratzah b'dibrahem ha'ne'emarim be'emet. Baruch atah Adonai habocher b'torah Moshe avdo, Yisrael amo ben b'yei ha'emet v'tzedech. Roni v'simchi b'tzion, כי הנני בא ושכנתי בתוכך נאום אדוני, ונלוו גויים רבים על אדוני ביום ההוא, והיו לי לעם ושכנתי בתוכך, וידעת כי אדוני צבאות שלחני אלייך, מלך אדוני את יהודה חלקו על אדמת הקודש, ובחר עוד בירושלים. הס כל בשר מפני אדוני, כי נאור ממעון קודשו. ויראני את יהושע הכהן הגדול עומד לפני מלאך אדוני, והשטן עומד על ימינו לשטנו. ויאמר אדוני אל השטן, יגע אדוני בך השטן, יגער אדוני בך הבחר בירושלים. הלא זה עוד נוצר מאש, ויהושע היה לבוש בגדים זוהים, ועומד לפני המלאך. ויען ויאמר אל העומדים לפניו לאמור, הסירו הבגדים הצועים מעליו. ויאמר אליו, ראה בראתי מעליך ועוונך, והלבש אותך מחלצות. ויאמר, ישימו צניף טהור על ראשו, וישימו הצניף הטהור על ראשו, וילבישו בגדים, ומלאך אדוני עומד. ויעד מלאך אדוני יהושע לאמור, כה אמר אדוני צבאות, אם בדברך תלך, ואם את משמרתי תשמור, וגם אתה תדין את ביתי, וגם תשמור את חצרי, ונתתי לך מלאכים בין העומדים האלה. שמענה ויוסף הכהן הגדול, אתה ורעך יושבים לבניך, כי אנשי מופת המה, כי הנני מביא את עבדי צמח, כי הנה האבן אשר נתתי לפני יהושע על אבן אחת 7 עיניים הנני מפתח חיתוך נאום אדוני צבאות ומשתי את אבן הארץ ההיא ביום אחד ביום ההוא נאום אדוני צבאות תקראו איש ורעהו אל תחת גפן ואל תחת תאנה וישוב המלאך הדובר בי ויראני כאיש אשר אור משנתו ויאמר אלי מה אתה רואה ואומר ראיתי והנה מנורת זהב כולה וגולה על ראשה ושבעה נרתך עליך 7 מוצקות לנרות אשר על ראשה ו2 זיתים עליך 1 מימין הגולה ו1 על שמאלה ויען ויאמר אל המלאך הדובר בי לאמור מה אלה אדוני ויען המלאך הדובר בי ויאמר אלי הלא ידעת מה אלה ואומר לא אדוני ויען ויאמר אלי לאמור זה דבר אדוני אל זרובבל לאמור לא בחיל ולא בכוח כי אם ברוחי אמר אדוני צבאות מעתה הגדול לפני זרובבל למישור והוציא את האבן הראשה תשועות חן לה ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם צור כל העולמים צדיק בכל דברות האל הנאמן האומר ועושה המדבר ומקיים של כל דבריו אמת בצדק נאמן תהו אדוני אלוהינו ונאמנים דבריך ודבריך מדבריך אחור לא ישוב ריקם כי אל מלך נאמן ורחמן אתה ברוך אתה אדוני האל הנאמן בכל דבריו רחם על ציון כי היא בית חיינו ועל לבת נפש תושיע במהרה בימינו ברוך אתה אדוני משמח ציון בבניך שמחנו אדוני אלוהינו אליהו הנביא עבדך ובמלכות בית דוד נשיקך במהרה יבוא ויגל ליבנו על כיסו לא ישב זר ולא ינחלו אל אחרים את כבודו כי בשם קודשך נשבעת לו שלא יכפנו לו לעולם ועד ברוך אתה אדוני מגן דוד על התורה ועל העבודה ועל הנביאים ועל יום השבת הזה שנתת לנו אדוני אלוהינו לקדושה ולמנוחה ולכבוד ולתפארת על הכל אדוני אלוהינו אנחנו מודים לך ומברכים אותך יתברך שמך בפי כל התמיד לעולם ועד ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת.
A beautiful explanation, Chazan, and way to go, Eli. Absolutely spectacularly chanted. And thank you too to Nathaniel and Jason for their excellent work with the Torah reading. I wish to thank Rabbi Shai Held for helping to spark this sermon with some of his insights. Central to Parashat Beha'alotcha is the idea of keeping one's eye on the ball for goodness and truth and kindling this sense of mission in others. Perhaps this is why the portion begins with the central act of the high priest to put wicks and kindle the lights of the menorah each day, keeping the middle lamp illuminated from day to day. So often this is lost sight of in leaders who begin to see their own role and indispensability as a feature of their leadership and take their eye off the ball of the larger picture of actually leading for justice, truth, and goodness in the process. We have some very good examples of self-sacrificing leaders in our portion. The first is even one of exasperation of Moses, which is atypical of him to bear the burden of such an intractable people. How can you give me the yoke of this people to carry on my breast as a nursemaid? He cries out to God, who keep railing at me to give them what to eat, meat to eat. If this is what I'm expected to do, he says to God, please kill me now. This may not be the most auspicious beginning of a self-sacrificing leader that we had in mind. But in any case, God agrees to help lighten the load by giving Moses additional 70 elders to spread out the responsibility. God will take some of Moshe's spirit and distribute it to these elders so that they can have insight to assist in guiding and leading the people, helping him out. These elders, after Moshe had stood with them before the tabernacle, God's cloud descends, are visited with some of Moses' prophetic spirit, some of his Ruach HaKodesh, and they begin to prophesy. Not prophesy exactly according to the Midrash, but having an ecstatic experience. Whatever the experience was, it gave them deep insight to their responsibilities. But the 70 elders actually stopped. It says, by Yasafu, they finished, but 2 didn't, Eldad and Medad. Joshua, Moses' assistant, his trusty assistant, saw this and felt threatened by Moshe's leadership. After all, Moshe was the great prophet. Why were they carrying on in this way? And he says to Moshe, let me end this, or maybe even let me imprison them, because it's the same word, kila'em. To which Moshe says, why are you so zealous about my leadership and about my standing? It should only be, Louis X, he says, it should only be that all of Israel will be Nevi'im, will be prophets. Moses could have been possessive of his own status as a prophet and a leader, but he wasn't. He was in fact happy for the support and for the expansion of others into such a role. He encouraged an egalitarian prophetic movement. But the rabbis make it even more interesting. How is it they say that just 2 of the elders continue to prophesy so deeply and extensively? And what is it that they pronounced in their prophecy and revealed that alarmed Joshua so much? They actually were 2 more than the 70, because it says there that the 70 elders in fact stopped with their ecstasy, but the 2 of them continued. How is it, therefore, that there were 2 more? Because Moshe worried, well, I want 70 elders. If I appoint 6 per tribe, I end up with 72. If I appoint 5 in 2 tribes and 6 in the rest, I end up with jealousy before the tribes. So he appointed 6 per tribe. But 2 of them, Eldad and Medad, apparently declined to be elders because they were intimidated by the great responsibility that they were asked to shoulder. And because, and Moshe then gained the fact that he had parity with the tribes, because he had 6 per tribe, but he only ended up with 70. But because they, Eldad and Medad, were modest and humble about their abilities and appreciated the enormity of their responsibilities, our sages tell us that the opposite happened, and they prophesied in an expanded fashion, at length. And what did they say? The sages asked. They prophesied in the earshot of Joshua that Moses would one day transfer over entirely his Ruach HaKodesh to Joshua, the Holy Spirit, over to Joshua, and Joshua, not Moshe, would bring the Israelites into the promised land by coming before them and by coming with them. Lavo v'lehavi, by being for and of the people. Joshua, hearing this, was scandalized. How could they presume that I, modest me, could in fact fill Moses' shoes and even consider replacing him? And so what have we got here? We have here 4 great leaders. And what do they all have in common? They share humility. They share the fact that they're not self-aggrandizing. Moshe wants all of Israel, not just the elders, not just to help him, but to be prophets. Josh wants nothing to do with the idea expressed by Eldad and Medad that he could actually fill the shoes of such a wonderful mentor, Moshe. Eldad and Medad reached the clarity of vision they do as a result of their humility. They really didn't want the job. They thought it was an enormous responsibility. They share the conviction that being a leader is more responsibility than it is privilege and status. They share a conviction that leadership is less about glamour and ultimately bigger than they are, and meant to be distributed to the point where the original leader is not indispensable, but actually dispensable. That the hallmark of a good leader is characterized by the desire not to consolidate power, but to do good in the world and to enable others, to help them carry the burden and work for the sake of heaven, leman shamayim. The good leader operates by the formula, the burden is lightened by many a hand upon it, and less concerned with ego and glorification. It's not about them. It's far more about lighting the torch, kindling the inner fire, the inner menorah, and keeping it lit for others, for themselves to pay forward. A lot of leaders today will sacrifice truth and justice to appeal to the base, just to assume the mantle of leadership and power. Leadership, when this happens, threatens the people and the institutions of the social contract. I believe it's wrong when, seeking a perpetuation of leadership, a leader would eliminate a righteous protest by tear gas and consider using an insurrection act without concern for the governors of the states, or stand before a church with a Bible to present an image of a leader of law and order and faith. On the other hand, I believe that in the pursuit of leadership, that some on the other side of the spectrum pander, would give a free pass in rioting, anti-Semitic vandalism, and pillaging without calling it out for what it was, or to not speak forcefully against the idea that dismantling a large city police force or defunding them is a very bad idea. I especially agree with Professor Dershowitz that not calling out Black Lives Matter, their organization, for their anti-Semitic platform that calls the Jewish state an apartheid state that practices genocide against the Palestinian people, and not demanding that BLM renounce this aspect of their mission statement, because that's what a platform is, I believe that too is pandering. This is not to say that the core mission of eliminating racial profiling and police brutality is not a just and true mission, because it is, and it's important that we pursue this as a nation. But it is to say that fair-minded people should not support any organization with a racist position against the Jewish people. Fair-minded people must find other ways and other organizations to ally themselves to this cause, barring BLM not renouncing that aspect of their mission statement. True leadership must be about being for truth and justice for everybody. Leadership cannot be about the consolidation of power and status and the indispensability of the leader. It must be about the humility of the leader in pursuit of those things essential, leman hashamayim, for heaven's sake, truth, justice, fairness, equality. May we demand this of them above all else. It is not about you, it's about us. Shabbat Shalom. And at this time, I ask the Till boys to take it away.
Adon Olam Asher Malach B'terem Kol Yitzir Nivra Li'et Nasa B'Hesakol Azai Melech Shemo Nikra B'Haret Kiklot HaKol Livra Ado Yiloch Nora Behu haya, behu hove, behu yeh, betifara, behu echad, v'ein sheni. L'hamshilo, l'hafira, v'li reshit, v'li tachlit, v'li ha'oz, v'hamishra, v'hu eli, v'haigoeli, v'tzor hevli, v'yetzara, v'hu nisi, humanosli, v'nakosi, b'yom ekra, b'yado, avkid ruchi, v'yet aisha, v'a'ira, v'im ruchi, v'giati, Adonai li, below ira.
Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. Hit the bell button, give it a thumbs up, and keep being Jewish. Bye bye.